Hello, people from all places and races. How's everyone doing? The theme of this video has to do with something that is basically the core of the Rabbids franchise, the thing and the reason why it exists in the first place, and that is nothing more than the games, or in this case, the virtually unknown Rabbids games. Let's begin. Rabbids games. They come in all styles and genres. From the zany and outrageous early trilogy of party games to the epic and whimsical strategic tactical games, there is something for everyone in this saga. Many Rabbids fans have their favorite, and know well there are others out there that people love. Despite all this, there are titles out there that many folks haven't been able to play or are unknown to even the most hardcore Rabbids fans. And today, we shall talk about them for a bit. Surprisingly, these titles all share a singularity regarding their gameplay, and that is virtual reality. So we can already tell this will be a fun ride. Let's start with one that is much more interactive than one would imagine, and one that somehow predicted a future Rabbids project that many of you should recognize. One could say that the Mario Bros. Rabbids games would be the very first sub-saga of the Rabbids franchise, but that isn't really accurate. The first sub-saga of the Rabbids is none other than Virtual Rabbids, a sub-series of Rabbids titles with a focus on virtual reality. The first one is The Big Plan, which is a title that came out exclusively to Google Daydream devices. It's a single-player experience where you go through different places inspired by the Rabbids Invasion TV show and complete various tasks like making sounds with various objects or making a medical operation. Not many played it because it came out on a very exclusive VR device, but from what we've been able to see, it's very fun, although a bit short. The second one is for the arcades, and it's called The Big Ride, and it is the most well-known because many have been able to enjoy it inside various gaming-related places, like Barracuda, Koopaderp, Nintendo, and even James Mckenziie from Rayman Together. It's clear that our influence is starting to notice. This one is a collection of distinct VR experiences involving the Rabbids that go from a tumultuous adventure in the Alps to a messy, no, not that messy, tour to a kitchen. It's honestly a blast. They're short and sweet experiences that are absolutely crazy and fun. If you ever get a chance to find one of these, play them. However, we did say this is a trilogy, right? Well, the third one is a very rare title that not many have been able to play for a very specific reason. Virtual Rabbids The Big Maze is a title developed by Asterion VR with the help of Ubisoft. In the game, you take the role of a space cadet that is in a space colony on Mars which has been overrun by Rabbids. Your objective is to shoot at all the Rabbids in a laser tag fashion that are inside the facility and make sure the rocket blasts off safe and sound. Rabbids in Mars. How oddly familiar. The game is surprisingly big because unlike the others where you just had to sit down and stand up and just move the controllers, in this one you actually have to move through a maze shooting down Rabbids with a laser, which is simply stunning because it makes you feel like you're part of the game. You actually have to go through these areas alongside your special gear with screens showing the environment and Rabbids you must eradicate. It's simply unbelievable. There's even footage of this kid called Mike Raphael, who kind of reminds me of Razor Ruler in his early days as a Rabbids fan, who played the game in Genting Highlands, Malaysia. It's honestly pretty wicked. You should check out his stuff. All in all, it's quite a fascinating journey to go through something like this, although I do see why we only know of one place that has it. I mean, gotta be difficult to set it up, frankly. Just think of all the screens and the entire place built up as a maze. It would be pretty sweet to check it out, and I'm happy that this is just one of the many examples on why Rabbids are such great test toys when it comes to interactive technology. If you thought the Big Maze was oddly exclusive and interactive, imagine one that is oddly exclusive and interactive, but huge! Rabbids Team Battle was a game done by Triotech with the help of Ubisoft. In this game, we have two teams, red and blue, who are fighting against each other through a city utilizing giant rabbit mechs. Each team must shoot the mech of the opposite color at specific times in order to gain points, and for each victory a team gets, a different event sets play out. Each team must shoot the mech of the opposite color at specific times in order to gain points, and for each victory a team gets, a different event plays out. Unlike the other games where it was only for one player and maybe two in the case of the arcade one, this one involves large groups of people. We are talking about a cinema-sized virtual reality experience. The reason it's like this is because the game, or more so the ride, has a 270-degree screen with full 4D effects. Another highlight of the title are the animations. The battle that occurs between these two titans is absolutely outstanding. The visuals are flashy, the choreography of the fights are incredible, and come on, aren't these Rabbids specs amazing? It truly feels like a cinematic ride. We haven't seen the Rabbids use that kind of cool technology in a long time. That isn't related to the Snowdrop era, of course. The reason why many not know about it is pretty self-explanatory. It's more so an attraction rather than a game, and one it is very hard to make in various places by just how huge it is. I mean, building a virtual maze is one thing, but a 4D cinema with wind, light, and haptic effects, and even laser guns on every seat? How could somebody build that and make it sustainable? Despite all, it does seem like one heck of a unique experience, and it's one that deserves to be remembered by just how massive it is. Also, Ubisoft Danang, any chance we could see these mechs in Legends of the Multiverse as summonings? This one is the rarest one of them all. Unlike the previous titles we have seen where there is gameplay and testimonies of folks who played these games, this one has never been seen anywhere, and all we got are a few bits and pieces of its conception. Allow us to show you Project Plungers. Project Plungers, also known as Raving Rabbids Party Crash, was a team effort between NHTV, Breda University of Applied Sciences, and Ubisoft. This was a collaborative project meant for educational purposes as an in-house experimentation with virtual reality. In this game, the player has to guide the rabbit from point A to point B and has to make sure that they avoid obstacles using the VR sticks. That is everything we can say on the matter, and that is everything we can see of the title. All we got from the game was a bunch of concept art and the animations of a parrot made by Fern Kashars, these delisted videos made by Mike showcasing the placement of different assets, and the also delisted trailer made by Maurice Heijiligers that shows how the game looks like. We want to make a special shout out to the Rabbids Wiki folks. They deserve a lot of credit for keeping all of this. We are proud of you folks. It's surprising how this is the most obscure Rabbids game to ever exist. It's strange to know that a title like it exists in the first place and nobody seems to have a clue on how it all went and where it ended up. I can respect the decision that the game was made for educational purposes and that they won't release it, but I would at least like to know how it all worked. Someday, perhaps. Well, that will be the end of the video, folks. Frankly, it is very impressive to know that so many companies have adapted the Rabbids not only to different media, but to also different technologies. And, you know, I wish they still kept doing this stuff in the current era. I guess we'll just know someday if it happens or not. But I'm glad we were able to document all of these for future generations. So, with nothing else to say, we want to wish you a very good day and see you around.